Morning, dear hearts. Well, we are on our fourth relevant thought in part 2 of the workbook, What is Sin? Please subscribe. Sneak that in there. And we are on lesson 252 today. So we'll do a little bit of our relevant thought and then go into today's lesson. What is sin? I started yesterday and as it tells us, sin is insanity. It is our belief in this world being totally upside down, and we're believing in the upside down part. Sin is insanity. It is the means by which the mind is driven mad and seeks to let illusions take the place of truth. All that is not real, we recognize and give it the distinction of being true, but it is not. It is the truth is with a tiny t, and as I have said many times, the importance of the capitalization in this course is very significant. So when I say your big S self, it's because it's the true self. Anything that is capitalized is real. Now, we're not talking about at the beginning of a sentence, but we're talking about things such as Holy Spirit, your true self, your holy self, truth, love, peace, joy, God. Things that are real and true, and of course, the Christ. So, it's the means by which the mind is driven mad and seeks to let illusions take the place of truth, and being mad, being crazy, being insane, it sees illusions where the truth should be and where it really is. It just cannot understand. Okay, it looks and says, well, that's where it should be true, but because of the insane thoughts in my mind, I can't see the truth. Sin gave the body eyes for what is there the sinless would behold. And when I am sinless, I have Christ's vision, and I do not need to use the body eyes. What was the sinless would behold? What need have they, the sinless, of sights or sounds or touch? What would they hear or reach to grasp? What would they sense at all? The senses without no sense are not needed. To sense is to not know. And I did a whole thing yesterday about intuition there. So go back to yesterday's lesson if you missed it. And truth can be but filled with knowledge and with nothing else. Truth, real truth, only has knowledge. It has certainty. There is no doubt in it. The body is the instrument, listen here, drum roll, the mind made in its efforts to deceive itself. The separated mind, the ego mind, made the body to deceive itself. Its purpose, the body's purpose, is to strive, yet can the goal of striving change? Now, this is a little shift here because the body, from the ego point of view, and the ego mind, we strive, we look for it, we hunt, we try to achieve, but the ego's mantra is to seek and do not find. So all of our striving will end up with nothing. Yet can the goal of striving change? And now the body serves a different aim for striving. What it seeks for it now is chosen by the aim the mind has taken as replacement for the goal of self-deception. And as with everything, when we turn it over to the Holy Spirit, it is given a new purpose. A special relationship turned over to the Holy Spirit has a new purpose. Truth can be its aim. Truth can be the body's aim. Now, this is how it can be used, as well as lies. Truth can be its aim as well as lies. We have a choice, as we have so many choices. The senses will then seek instead for witnesses to what is true. So instead of me trying to seek things that prove what is false is real in that upside down insane world, as I turn everything over to the Holy Spirit, I will be shown the truth in small places. Where I thought it was insane, I will find the truth. I will find things that point me to the truth, guideposts that point me to the truth, that point me to what is real. And all of this will happen as I turn to the Holy Spirit and let the ego go. Let the idea of sin go. Sin is missing the mark. Sin is insanity. Sin is not where I want to see myself as being part of that. Today's lesson now speaks of that because it says, the Son of God is my identity. And there's a capital I and a capital S and a capital G. So, no, we're not playing a Wheel of Fortune, but we have capital letters here. That means that they are real. And the lesson begins with myself. Capital, my true self, is holy beyond all the thoughts of holiness of which I now conceive. I can't even understand or grasp the magnitude of who I am, who is my identity, the thoughts of holiness, the thoughts of being one with my Father. I can't even imagine and understand how great that is. It's shimmering, my holiness, its shimmering and perfect purity is far more brilliant than any light that I have ever looked upon. And remember, you are the light of the world. We are light. It was a giant stride lesson, our first one, I think. And we are, and as God created us. So again, back to that one lesson that I can find in every lesson, and I think you can as well. So I am as God created me. The Son of God is my identity. That's kind of rhymes. The love, its love is limitless with an intensity that holds all things within it in the calm of quiet certainty. There we go. Quiet certainty. To sense is to not know, but in quiet certainty, there I do know. There is knowledge. Its strength, my identity, the strength of it, comes not from burning impulses which move the world, but from the boundless love of God Himself, the burning impulses, those little whims, those little instant motivations that, oh, I'll do this, oh, I'll do that. That is how the ego keeps us entrapped, always thinking, well, that's gonna work. I'll be happy there. Oh, this is what I want to do. No, not from those impulses, those burning impulses, those whims, but from the boundless love of God Himself, the certainty of who we truly are and who our Father is. How far beyond this world myself must be, and yet how near to me and close to God. We've had other lessons that, God is in my next breath. God is just an arm reach away. Who walks with you? I walk with God. That's how close we are. God is in my heart. We are in God's mind. We cannot be closer to our Father than what we are. It's just the recognition that that is the truth and not what the ego would tell us, not the insane thoughts. So now we go to our prayer for today. Father, you know my true identity. Reveal it now to me, who am your son. I am your son, that I may waken to the truth in you and know that heaven, capitalized, is restored to me. Our eternal home, heaven, it's here for us now. It's restored to our mind, and the insane thoughts of being in an insane world are falling away when we know that the Son of God is my identity, the child of God, my identity. So that's it for today. I hope it helped. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment. Please spend the day quietly knowing who you really are.